Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Eddie Marcus again, and it's about 2:30, going on 3 o'clock on this Sunday morning, and I find myself can't sleep, trying to envision spiritually or approach a way of communicating to you about what is really going on in our midst, in an attempt to see if we can come to an awakening, a common awakening that would allow us to take a common action to be free ourselves. And well, here I am, and I'm sharing with you what I've been given after this pursuit. And what I really want to talk to you about today, ladies and gentlemen, this morning, and I hope that all of the churches all across the country that you visit, whether you do it on watching television, or whether you actually visit, go to churches, or whether you do it over the internet. However, I hope you get the same message. The message that I want to share with you today is, and I think it's absolutely necessary, it's called "This is the End Times." This is the end times. If we consider back over the past, let's say 3 or 4 years, we have been reaching a point of constant enlightenment, constant exposure, constant visualization, constant observation of things that have been absolutely strange. And it's been giving us an awareness about something that we thought we had put behind us, but we haven't. And it has brought it to the forefront. And what is it for? It has to have purpose. And what is that purpose? We'll see. When George Floyd was murdered, something unique was about this. He was not the first. Many, many have been before and after. But there was something unique about this one. It was done by a man who was uniquely qualified to perform such an evil act, and was bold enough and, blessed enough to have it seen, videotaped across the nation, of all of the evilness that possessed this man. We might want to say it was hatred, we might want to say it was racism, but bottom line, it was pure OD evil. And all of America got a chance to see that. And people who were not caught up in evil that way resented as well. But not only people in this country, people all across the world stood up and said, we have to go through these same things, and we stand with you. Something must be done, because we all share in this pain. Now that was something. That was something, ladies and gentlemen. This represented to all of us. Did we get the message? Did we get the message about government? Did we get the message about how the powers that be? It didn't matter. In America, it might be white. In another country, it might be something else, or in another country, it might be something else. That is the message. It happens everywhere. Everywhere where there is a government set up about men, set up about us and them. That was the message. Did we get the message? Did we get the message? Now, all of America have been taught a certain standard about what is good and what is evil. All of America have been taught a certain standard about what is good and what is evil. But at the same time, all of America has had the opportunity to witness the President of the United States, Donald J. Trump, come on the scene and violated every one of these standards, or as many standards as anyone. And everyone knows it. Even those who campaigned against him, who notified us of his evilness. Now, many of the people, many of us witnessed that, and we're disgusted with it and want to get rid of it, want to end it. And at the same time, many witnessed it and joined with it. And this is how freedom is lost. Now, what I say, ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment of choice. You go further with this evil. You go further with it, and it would be the point of no return. Or if you decide to jump ship and not go further with it, but go back to normal, you must remember that the parent, the mother, the parent is no different than the child. So if Trump is evil, and you want to go back to the normal, which is what you might want to call original, then you're no different than Trump. Now, if you have this knowledge and you still choose to reject the change, if you still choose to reject the change, remember, there is no difference between the parent and the child, because there is a scripture that says, as often as you do it unto the least of these, you do it unto me. The message today is choice. This is perhaps the end time. The only real choice that is available to you is God. It's change. And change represents a new vision, and evidenced by the walking, the building of in your daily life. This is totally opposite of the world. It is rejecting evil. Going back to the Democrats, the choice is yours. The choice is yours, ladies and gentlemen. You got the evil. You see what's happening with it. You even got wildfires. You got storms. You got situations where territory, geography, what you have considered as being very important, is being destroyed. People are being displaced. Pain and suffering is all about us. We are so concerned about our individual selves, not thinking about those who are suffering. And because we're not thinking about them, we are allowing ourselves to be overwhelmed, and we better start thinking about others so we can see surely the cause of it. Because this is definitely the effect. But we got to start changing, because if with compassion and understanding, we begin to see clearly, or clearer at least. But I'm coming to tell you this. The choice before you right now is, do you want to keep on walking down this path to hell? Or do you just want to hold out a little bit and hope that something else comes? The truth of the matter is, ladies and gentlemen, ooh, man, I say it to you all the time, but let me see if I can say it one more time. The world is God's. You and I, we belong to God. All that we are is God. Our situation is we got choice. We got choice to follow that which is life or reject it. If we were walking according to that which is natural, we would walk according to life. But if we walk according to anything else, we're walking according to something that is unnatural. And it is the result of the pain. With that which is natural, we love. And because we love, we do that which is love. Not just love for others, but love for who and what we are. We are what we are. We use what we are to live, to be that. And in so doing, all of our needs, wants, and desires are met. Why? Because we are the creators of everything, not just in the world, but everywhere. Our hands, our imagination, all of it, it brings things forward. It allows us to enjoy the best of life. That's what we're supposed to do, live as though we're in heaven on earth. Not to be living like we live today, but we live the way we live today because we don't know the truth. Listen. You see how Donald Trump came through there? You see how those people, the Senate and all of these guys who hated Trump before, how they're falling in line? That's how the angels of heaven was kicked out. That's how Adam and Eve was kicked out. What we're trying to say today, ladies and gentlemen, we're now choosing to walk away from this crap. We see it. We have been given it. We saw it in the George Floyd thing, how this cop and then we see it in our government system, how Donald Trump is doing this, and people just trying to accept this evil. They got it up, holding it up before the world, saying we want to be ruled by this evil again. I mean, can you imagine? They are holding Trump up, the Republican Party. We want to be ruled, the United States of America want to be ruled again by this evilness. And the church, the spiritual representative, they're on the side of the Republicans. Same thing. We want to be ruled by this evilness. Or on the side of the Democrats. We want to be back to normal. What created the situation. Even Donald Trump said it. Donald Trump told Biden, and said, because it is because of you. And Barack Obama. Now, they were the major ones for him, especially because Barack Obama was black. But it was because of all of them, really. He said, this is why I'm president now, because of you. And so they are asking you, wait a minute, let's slow it up a little bit. We got to Trump too fast. And so God is saying to you, you got choice. If you go back with that, then you might as well go forward with Trump. Ain't no need to prolong it. Ain't no need to waiting. Go ahead on, go forward with Trump. Now, if you don't want to go forward with Trump, that means that you are, by the power of love, guaranteed to each and every one that the love of God lives in you, and that is exhibited by what you do, and that is to protect one another from pain and suffering, the best that God gives you the ability to do. And if you can't do that, the truth of the matter is you still connected with evil, but God still loves you. That's why this old black boy like me, early in the morning, would rather be making love, but that sweet baby of mine ain't gonna have it like that. So I find my joy in talking to you. So I want to thank you so very much, ladies and gentlemen, for giving me this your time, and I hope that your Sunday is blessed when you get up out of that bed and go and tell everybody about how God woke you up this morning, started you on your way, and you are so excited about God and how good God has been to you. But then stop for a moment and say, what can I do for God today? God, what can you use me for? Ooh, and be serious. You'll be surprised that God really needs you. Until next time, Eddie Marcus saying goodbye.